Budweiser, the king of beers and proud sponsor of the 1984 Olympics. For all you do, this Bud's for you. The Tulsa Roughnecks have moved into first place in the NASL Southern Division at home Wednesday night against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Barry Wallace, a perfect cross for Adam Krupa, and the Roughnecks take a 1-0 lead. But the Rowdies weren't through. This is Tattoo. Tremendous dribbling. He lays it off for Jan van der Veen. It's a 1-1 soccer game in the first half. But a Tulsa penalty kick from defender Barry Wallace makes it 2-1 here as he hits it just inside the left post. It would be the first of 2 goals for the young defender in the game on Wednesday. Adam Krupa chips it across. Ron Futcher a piece of it. There's Wallace with his second goal, and Tulsa earns 9 points as they take a 3-1 lead. Late in the game now, Krupa again laying it off for Diego Pesa. The young American gets the goal, and Tulsa beats Tampa by a 4-1 score. Fort Lauderdale losing last night at Seattle, so the Roughnecks are in first place in the South. It's Tulsa against Team America. Stand by for NASL soccer action from our nation's capital. A warm, sunny, breezy, delightful afternoon here in our nation's capital today as the Tulsa Roughnecks are in town to take on Team America. Gordon Bradley, Team America, of course, after the 3-0 loss on the road the other night, basically out of the playoff race now. What can this team hope to accomplish between now and the end of the season?
Well, of course, professional players have certainly got to have pride in performance, and they should go out there and play as a team and individuals to try and win as many games remaining as possible, Bob, because pride has to take preference. And also, these players are playing for a place on Team America for next season. It's a future thing to look forward to.
And, of course, Team America with a very difficult opponent today. The Tulsa Roughnecks have been in a dogfight with the Fort Lauderdale Strikers all season long. Terry Hennessy, the head coach of the Roughnecks, you got some good news last night when Fort Lauderdale was shut out by Seattle, so now you're in first place, finally even in games, and a chance to expand that lead here today.
That's right, Bob, and it's been a dogfight, as you say, from day one. And really, the ball's in our court. It's up to us to go out there and finish the job off. And if we win our games, then we can win it.
For the soccer fans around the country that have been watching Team America all season long, they have been able to hear about this Tulsa team involved in the playoff race. What kind of club can the folks look forward to seeing here today?
Well, the one thing that we do, we all work very, very hard for each other. That's one of the main reasons we came back from a 2-8 start to now be 13-13. Everyone rolled their sleeves up, and we played with a lot of intensity and desire. Besides playing some very good soccer. And I'd just like to mention that Team America, in fact, can play a big part in who's going to win the Southern Division title, because they play us twice, and they play Fort Lauderdale in the last game of the season, so they can have a big say in it.
I know with Ron Futcher now back in the lineup after being suspended for a while with penalty points, you feel like you've got continuity with Laurie Abrahams next to him and another talented young American, Diego Pesa, up front.
Well, I do. I personally feel that Diego Pesa is the most talented American forward in the game. As far as technique, skill, control, shooting, everything. The biggest problem Diego's had, as far as I'm concerned, has been his moodiness, and that stems from a way back. But to his credit, he's worked tremendously hard the last 2.5 months, scored 9 goals in the last 12 games. Super.
Terry, thank you for joining us today, and good luck.
Thanks, Bob.
It's the Tulsa Roughnecks against Team America here at RFK Stadium in our nation's capital. We'll be back with the start of today's game after this word from your local stations. Today that are going in a little bit of a different direction. Terry Hennessy's Tulsa Roughnecks, who'll get out of the sun with that little cap, headed for the playoffs, it appears, and maybe a divisional title, while Team America certainly has had its problems lately, losing 3-0 in front of a good crowd of 21,000 at Chicago on Friday night, but just about out of the playoff race, Gordon Bradley. And again, I think a key point here is this Team America squad of Alcus Panaguli is hoping to accomplish things and maybe get a few things in order for days to come in these last few games.
That's for sure, Bob. Of course, the game against Juventus, the famous Italian club, last Saturday night was a feast for good soccer. And it's a pity they had to lose that game in Chicago on Friday.
The starting lineups for today's game. Winston Dubose for the Tulsa Roughnecks. He's got a 1.60 goals against. He's the only Tulsa keeper that's played at all this year. Val Fernandez, Terry Moore, Victor Moreland, and Barry Wallace at the back from right to left. Adam Krupa, the hard-working Billy Caskey, and Iraj Danafort in the midfield. And then up front, three of the better forwards you'll find together in the league. Diego Pesa, Laurie Abrahams, and the high-scoring Ron Futcher. Pasquale Pacillo, Ivan Belfiore, and Zucchini, the subs today for the Tulsa Roughnecks. And now for Team America's lineup, Gordon Bradley.
Well, the defense is starting with Arnie Mauser in goal. From right to left, Bruce Savage, Alan Murray, Dan Kander, and Tony Bellinger. You'll notice that Jeff Durkin's been left out of the side today. Four midfield players, right to left, Perry Vanderbeek, Pedro De Brito, Andy Parkinson, who had such a great game against Juventus, and Boris Bandov. Up front, we've got two strikers, Alan Green and Mark Peterson in from Seattle.
And the substitutes, Tony Crescentelli, Sonny Askew, and Rob Olson as we're underway. It'll be Team America going from left to right in their red, white, and blue home uniforms. Tulsa in its uniform that is normally a home uniform, the white shirts. Victor Moreland put that ball over the end line. A little bit of miscommunication there with an obviously unhappy Winston Dubose, and Team America gets kind of a gift corner kick here in the first minute.
Just goes to show, Bob, that concentration is a must in the early part of the game. To lose a goal at this particular point can be very meaningful.
Boris Bandov will take the corner kick on the right side for Team America. He blows it just about over the top of everybody. Dan Kenner, the header, Terry Moore knocked it down and cleared it away for the Tulsa Roughnecks. Diego Pesa out of midfield for Tulsa. You heard Terry Hennessy talk about him before the game and how talented he is when his head is in the game the way it has been the last couple of months. And we'd like to say a special word of welcome to the Tulsa fans who are joining us on our network here for their normal local telecast today. Tulsa Cable Sports Channel 17 and its subscription television. I'd like to welcome all the folks in the Northeast Oklahoma area joining us today. Barry Vanderbeek on the foul for Team America. Barry Wallace will take the free kick on the right side. This is Billy Caskey. Caskey inside for Pesa. Shooting the gap there was Andy Parkinson, who's playing a midfield position for Team America today after being a striker most of his career, but he says he has played midfield at Montreal in the past, so he's not foreign to that position. Victor Moreland for Tulsa in the midfield circle. Straight up the field, it's Bruce Savage rejecting it. A header by Bandov. Ron Futcher getting position. Futcher for Pesa on the left side. Diego into the penalty area, trying to cross. Futcher took a little swing at it, couldn't reach it, and Alan Merrick cleared it away. And now a shot by Iraj Danafort is far wide to the left. It'll be a goal kick for Team America.
In the early minutes, Bob, it's apparent that Alan Merrick is going to play sweeper and be the dictating force at the back. With his experience, he should be able to do a good job back there.